For my real hip-hop heads only. Some hip-hop producers create sounds that make a priest want to do a robbery. Others put forth compositions that seem appropriated to spaces which feature thick bunnies hanging upside down from poles. The man on the left side of your screen has risen to prominence on the underground lyrical circuit due in large part to his collaborations with such heavyweights as Estee Nack, Vegas the Ronin, Danielson, Stove God Cooks, and the walking legend of Rochester, the incomparable Ito. His is a name that commands little explanation amongst his contemporaries. The song getting clicks because his name is on it. And what flavor might this man's work be most concisely compared to? His beats translate visually to a submachine gun wrapped in a silk bandana. It's 2.5 minutes of a plastic bag being forcefully held over your face. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what the man has wrought for the masses. This uncanny ability to pierce the soul through what this art form has forced him to expel from his veins. As only the second producer to appear on this platform, and far too late if you ask this anything but humble host, it gives me great pleasure to welcome for the first time on the Mike Power Show, the sound of the shadows, and a man whose name almost certainly aligns with his incredible skill set. Hailing from Germany and giving America's ghettos the most beautiful sounds to spit that pain on top of, the extravagantly gifted and highly prolific Superior is in the building.
What up, man? What an introduction, man. It was great. It was so dope to hear this. Yeah.
Hey, man, thank you for joining us today. Let's get right into it. I got a fan blowing over here. I might be sweating a little bit, so if y'all hear a little bit of noise out there, that's on me. So you're from Germany. You're a producer. Yeah. A lot of people on the underground have really become accustomed to seeing your name, right, associated with these incredible projects. First thing I want to ask you is, what equipment and programs are you using to construct these beats?
Yeah, I was right now. I work with the Machine Studio. You know, this is the controller, and I sold my old equipment. I threw it to the window. I don't want to work no more, you know, with all those old equipment that I had. And now, I work with a Machine Studio, and this is in my opinion, the best tool for me.
I'm looking right behind you. That's an MPC? Is that correct?
No, this is the Machine Studio.
It's called Machine Studio?
Yeah, this is the Machine Studio.
Okay. Yeah. And this equipment I'm not familiar with. So is it sort of like based on the concept of an MPC?
Yes. You know, the MPC is from Akai. You know, Akai. They created an MPC and Native Instruments. This is a German company from Berlin. And they made something similar like the MPC. But they also have a great software, you know, to work with a controller, and it fits 100%, and everything is, you know, it's a good matchup, you know, to work with the software and the controller from the same company.
How long does it usually take you to make a beat from start to finish?
Yo, I would say the beats that are the fastest to make are, you know, if the loop is so fantastic that you don't need no changes in this loop. The loop is so incredible that you just loop it and that's it. And it's sometimes you find something like this, you know, that you have a fantastic loop and you don't have to change nothing on that loop, and It was the track what I did with Estee Nack, you know, the Infinite Black Mind. The track Infinite Black Mind is just one loop.
Hey, yo. Nigga, you act like a tough son. Fuck, you not a big man. 6 down from the gate like 6 man. Golden wristbands, the 5th bland. Loose chips, I'ma get the big grands. Fucking with the snakes swimming in quicksand. Lift the kickstand. Pop a Willie off the block, back in the big stand. Niggas eager for me to switch the plan, hit Japan. Money moving in and out of different hands, hit the fans. Chill black diamonds still up Switzerland.
And this loop is so incredible. Hey, that's it. That's it.
And you were born in Germany, right? That's a German accent I'm listening to right now?
I was born in Germany, and my parents are from Spain. You know, they're from Spain. I got Spanish blood here, and but I was born and raised in Germany.
And you used to rap back in the day, right?
You know, I'm like a hip hop fanatic. You know, I started, you know, as a b-boy. Yeah, you know, I was a b-boy breakdancer, and first, you know, I started, you know, to doing the moves on the floor, you know, like the 6 steps and all this stuff on the floor, and then I made like this electric, you know, like popping, you know, this popping, locking, you know, this locking, and I was started as a b-boy, and then after that, I was a graffiti writer because you know, I needed this, you know, you're spraying like on trains, and you are like, okay, let's see if the police is coming, and, you know, stuff like this. Adrenaline, you know, I needed this, you know, to, and then and after that, I was a DJ. Yeah, but I was I had some good success as a DJ. I was a second, you know, the second champion of Germany, you know, DJ and battle DJ.
Oh, really?
And I was I made the second place, and then and then I started to rap, and started to make my beats, and I said, okay, hey, all those other elements, I respect them, I love them, but for me, is producing. This is my thing.
Ja, wir stehen immer noch, brachten Rap in eure Stadt. Wir machten damals schon das Rennen, rate mal, was heute macht. Ob sie jungen, wilden Gänse sind, das ist eine gute Frage. Ich sehe nur, ihr baut immer weiter ab, so wie unter Tage. Untertags sitzt ihr komplett erledigt im dunklen Kerker. Das, was dabei rauskommt, ist Abstoßen wie Kugelwerfer. Ihr habt weniger Ambiente wie kalte Gästekammern. Uns seid hängen geblieben wie alte Wäscheklammern.
That's you rapping in German?
Yeah. I was rapping in German and try, you know, but I was not a good rapper.
When you did 96 bars.
Ihr labert, doch habt nichts erlebt, wart nicht in den Cities, wart nicht auf vielen Jams, sind auf YouTube, seid wie gelähmt. Ich geh durch die Straßen, Augen und Ohren offen, kann es nicht lassen. Bin für das Ganze so entschlossen, denn es lenkt mich, treibt mich, durch meine Reime reif ich.
What was going through your mind at that time? Were you thinking that maybe you wanted to make it as a big time MC?
No, man. You know, it was like, you know, for, you know, just for fun. I knew that because, you know, my skills, they were not good enough, you know, to make something big with this. And I knew that. And it was like, okay, you know, but when I started to make my beats, then I said, okay, this is maybe something serious. I have to make this.
What was the thing that initially got you kind of attracted to the hip hop culture? What was that first moment where you decided, yeah, I want to be involved in this?
B-boys. You know, we were in Germany. There were soldiers here in Germany, and we were dancing, you know, against them. You know, like a battle. You know, it was like a B-boy battle. And this was like the Americans, they organized like a, you know, like a big party, and then they invited us, you know, to go there and to dance with them or against them. And this was the first time when
we talk about U.S. military personnel that we
talk
about.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
Yes,
and then
yes.
I know, you know, first of all, hip hop is, you know, it's something that emanated from Black people, right? The culture of hip hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, and I have heard that over in Germany, that they're much more accepting of Black people than maybe white people are in the United States. I've never been to Germany. So how did Germany embrace this Black culture, do you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. I mean, the Black Americans, you know, from you know, the soldiers. Yeah, they were the dancers and the DJs. They were, you know, they there were some incredible DJs there, scratching, and all the Black Americans, and yeah, they were the first here. Yeah.
And what do you think the first hip hop song was that you heard that made you really fall in love with rap music?
When I was a kid, and the first time when I listened to Public Enemy, it was, oh, what is this? I was a kid. What is this? And then it was like it was not like the songs that I heard before. My brother, he also heard was listening to the Sugar Hill Gang and all this. But it was like, okay, it's more party, more okay. But when I hear Public Enemy, I say, yeah, this sound, this is the real sound, man.
You produced the album Long Story Short for Ito. And I recently went back and gave that thing another listen. It's a classic. I think it's almost no skips on that joint. What's your favorite song on Long Story Short?
So Long Story Short was my introduction, for this grimy and all this grimy drumless movement, that Rock Marcy started on 2010, when he released the Marsberg. So yeah, this was the first introduction, because before this album, my beats were a little more like, it was more typical, like Pete Rock, Primo, RZA, more these people.
Boom bap.
But then I stopped. Yeah, more this boom bap from the 90s. Yeah. But then I changed my style because I was listening to Ito. I started a little bit when I made an album before with the Verbal Camp. This is where I started to make some drumless or some grimy beats. But I would say the really first album, whole grimy and with drumless and all this style as a whole project was Long Story Short. This was like my introduction because I was listening to Ito when I met him on SoundCloud. We met us on SoundCloud. So then we were starting to write on SoundCloud, and so then I was listening to him, and I think I got a good ear to know which beats are for which MC needs which beat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If I listen to AMC, then I think I know what kind of beats he needs. So and when I was listening to Ito, hey, well, it was like I was thinking like about a mafia movie, in the dark, like in Rochester, everything is it's like 12 o'clock in the night when there is some wind and some this atmosphere. I was thinking about this atmosphere when I was listening to Ito.
Have you been to Rochester before?
No, I have to go. I was in the West Coast. I was in in LA, San Diego, in Mexico, the West Coast of Mexico.
It's crazy how you just described what you were trying to accomplish with the sound and trying to bring Rochester into the music, because you kind of described Rochester like it does have its own energy, and what you described of it, I witnessed some of that myself.
Because I see Rochester and all those videos, man. All those videos, the Pounds videos, the Ito videos, all those Rochester MCs, and I see the videos, and then I see the atmosphere or how it looks like Rochester, and because I see all the videos, from all those MCs, from Rochester or from the Cloth, Mooch and Riggs and all those people. They're all from Rochester, and when I see the videos, then I know, okay, this is the style.
I mean, the song "Take Y'all Back" it's a gorgeous song.
Yeah, we the lions in a room full of elephants, goons with elegance. Ever since, true player, I could coach Carter. Give them a feel they could grow off of.
Do you think that song exemplifies what your style is now?
Okay, I will say you now my favorite tracks, okay? Of the Long Story Short album. I got two. The The first one is Fortune.
Walking out the can, new life began. A few nights in France under the moonlight with tramps. Niggas lost it for new Nikes and pants. A few fights with stabs, juice wiped and grabbed. No more scuffles with bare knuckles. They throw my niggas in maxes without the air bubbles. Bitches trife, niggas wife, I wouldn't dare cuddle. Live your life, too many niggas is indecisive.
Drumless, and Ito, he killed this drumless sound, and I'm very, very happy that we made the video for this, because I was asking Ito, okay, which one would you like to have a video for which song? And he said Fortune, and I said, oh, thank you so much. I have the same opinion.
Do you give Ito the beats and he just spits on top of them, or is there a collaborative effort where you're coaching him up on how you want him to perform on those beats?
Oh, Ito is he's one of the best performers. You know, he's one of the few MCs that I don't have to tell him how you know what energy he should use for making the songs. You know, I was listening to this the first time and said, wow, I was near to cry, you know, because wow, it was so incredible. And the other one is Wolves. The Wolves, you know, this one. Yeah. And the excellent thing what Ito did on this one is, you know, you listen to the verses, you know, he raps the verses, bam, 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 and then it comes to the hook. And I made a part especially for the hook, you know, and he was like talking, you know, talking dope thing, you know, great thing, you know, but just talking, bam, 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 bam. And then second verse, bam, 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 bam. And this was so I was surprised. I said, whoa, okay, he's just talking on the hook. Hey, but this is dope. And it fits so perfect. And this is
this mask right now. Favorite. The mask that you have on right now. This ain't a COVID thing, right? This is part of the mystique of Superior. Is that correct?
Yeah. You know, I want to let the shine my music and not my pretty face. You know what I mean? So that's why I wear the mask. People, they should recognize my beats and not my face.
If you had to describe Ito to somebody that had never heard of Ito, how would you describe him?
One of the best lyricists in the States.
Wow.
He's a lyrical monster. He's lyrically one of the best. You know, his lyrics are, wow. I would say people like him or like Ka, you know, the rapper Ka from Brownsville, you know, from New York, Brownsville. People like this, they are my favorite lyricists.
In 2021, you said, don't debate AOTY, album of the year, until December, and especially until Ka has released his album.
Yeah, that's true.
So what are your thoughts about Ka?
I would say right now maybe my favorite MC. You know, he's my because I love that he's so different. He don't give a fuck about, you know, hard hitting drums. You know, he's there. Okay, come on, man. Hey, my lyrics are harder than your hardest drums. I don't need those hard drums. Why? You know, he got so his style and how he raps and very emotional, and how, you know, and he's also a great producer. You know, I think he made most of his beats are by himself. So he also knows really well how to make beats. A little bit similar like Rock Marcy. You know, Rock Marcy is also a genius on the boards. You know, he is also he made this Reasonable Drought for Stove God, and in my opinion, this is one of the best albums of the last 10 years. You know, the Reasonable Drought by Stove God Cooks, produced by Rock Marcy. So he's also and he made the Marsberg, entirely produced by himself. The Marsberg album by, you know, Rock Marcy's first album was produced by himself, and it's a masterpiece. This Mossberg is incredible.
As far as Kai, you've heard Martyr's Reward, that album?
Yeah, for sure. every album from him.
Yeah, I mean, and I've listened to a few of them. That album, it blew my mind, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can't compare that album to anything else that's ever happened in rap, right?
And that's true.
The song called I Need All That.
I want back everything they took. My culture, my music, my look. They rook how we greet, how we speak, how we cook. I want back everything they stole. My braids, my waves, my goal. My chance, my dance, my stance, my soul. I want back everything they claim. My glory, my story, my reign. My divas, my Jesus, my creed is my name. I want back everything they scam. My rights, my spice, my land. My hide, my pride, my tribe, my fam. I can't fall back, I need all that. You're not listening, that's what it is.
It's incredible. Yes, this is something special. This is you listen to all those rappers, out there. Most of them, they sound similar, and all of them they use the similar beats. Everybody with the boom boom boom. Boring stuff. Most of them, and then Ka, he comes with very different beats and very different lyrics and poet. He's like a poet and this is something. It's another planet. This is another planet.
He's a completely different planet. You talk about Rock Marciano. You haven't
also
had the opportunity to really put in work with Rock Marciano yet, have you?
No, unfortunately not, because I don't know, maybe in the future, but Rock Marcy, he's like the godfather of all this grimy movement. He started with all this, and it will be a dream come true to work with him one day. That's true.
You reached out to him before, right?
Not really, because I thought, if a guy like me, and now a few days before reached him out, maybe he said, okay, no problem, hey, we can work together, but I charge like 10K for one verse or something like this, and I don't have money, So then I thought, okay, hey, I'm a realistic guy, I'm not a dreamer, I'm not a dreamer, and I thought, no, hey, why should I reach him out? So maybe he will charge so much, but maybe now if I put now this new project that I will. I will drop some very, very beautiful projects now in a short time, and maybe he will listen to all these projects, and also the album that I made with Vega 7 the Ronin, now The Sleep is the Cousin. Maybe if you listen more stuff, from produced by me, then there is a better chance to work with him.
Do you feel like producers get the respect that they deserve from the artists, or are the artists shortchanging the producers nowadays?
I would say it depends. It depends what name got this person. If it's a bigger name, if it's a big name, or not so big, and it's like it's like everything. If you talk about DJ Premier, or if you talk about Madlib or Pete Rock or Alchemist now, I think the MCs, they respect them, and they, because they have big names. Same as a MC. If you have a big name as an MC, like a Jay-Z, like Nas, big names. And then there are the newcomers, or the smaller artists, not so big. And then it depends on the name.
I know, because a lot of people are talking over the past few years about Nas and the Hit Boy collaboration. What's your idea about what Nas and Hit Boy have been doing over the past few years?
Okay, I have to be honest, right?
Yeah, be completely honest.
Okay, always, man. I'm always honest. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
So I would say Nas is one of the best MCs of all time. That's without a doubt. Nas is one of the best MCs of all time. And if someone says something else, I don't know, maybe he got to wash his ears or
Well, I would say the way Mike Powers would say it is, your ears are broke.
Yeah, the ears are broke, really broke.
Yeah.
You have to go to a doctor and to repair the ears, okay? Because Nas is one of the best MCs of all time, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Hit Boy, to me as a producer, is okay. Nothing special. He's not like a Madlib, or he's not like a Primo in his best, in his prime time. So he's not like a Jay Dilla, you know. He's not like an Alchemist. He's okay. I wouldn't say he's whack, but he's not something special like those guys that I mentioned now.
Got you.
He's a normal producer, and that's it. So this is my opinion.
You produce for Vegas the Ronin?
Yeah, Vegas 7 the Ronin.
Vegas 7. I always want to call him Vegas. So let's say Vegas 7. Vegas 7 the Ronin.
Yeah.
I just came across a song, Stonefish Venom.
Let the stonefish venom seep in your dome. My photographic memory is sepia tone. Strong as Serena and Venus is femur bone. I'm about to harvest shallow niggas, drain your whole body of its adrenochrome. True identity of the demon is unknown. Your spirit trapped in this tourmaline stone. If I smash you to shards, then I can release the holes. I tell you what, you begging your knees and I might just free your soul. The worst you can receive is a no. Should be adorned like a laurel wreath on the dome of a young Caesar in Rome. I seated upon the throne up in a league of my own.
Which is crazy. I know DJ Boogieman. Shout out to DJ Boogieman. That's the homie.
Yeah, shout out to him. He's from Switzerland. You know, he brought me to when I made my beat set, you know, on this Conway show. You know, Conway, he made a show in Switzerland, and Boogie, he called me and said, hey, I know the guy who made this show. If you want, come to Switzerland. So he just have to talk to the one who made this show, and and then they invited me to go to Switzerland to make my beat set, and and then I performed, you know, after Conway. You know, Conway was before me, you know. That was funny, man. Yeah, so I'm the headliner right now. What's going on here? Yeah. So
you said Conway was there?
Yeah, Conway was there. Yeah, he made a show there, and after that, I made my show. You know, I made my beat set, and Boogieman, you know, DJ Boogieman, he made it possible that I could go there and make them my show, my beat show. You know,
Boogie does the cuts on my theme music. You know what I mean?
Ah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Mike Powers theme music?
Mike Powers
Global. He does all the cuts on there, and the cuts he did on that joint, crazy. You know what I mean? Crazy. What attracted you to Vegas 7?
What'd you say about Vegas 7?
What attracted you to him?
You know, people like Ka, Rock Marcy, who else? Ito, you know, best lyricists. And I would say Vega, his talent is so good that he can reach those guys. If he works, you know, and I'm sure that he works every day, and he you know, he will get better and better every day, and he will reach this level. I'm not like a guy who, you know, look for big names. Okay, if you got a big name, then I work to. If you're so talented, hey, maybe we can work together, you know, because if you can inspire me, you know, or with your talent, then I will work with you. I'm not looking, you know, about, you know, on the names. Okay, this guy got a big name. Okay, I have to work to him because he got a big name. If you're very talented, and this was the case with Vega, I never heard of him. I was listening to his album, and I said, I have to reach him out. Boom! I wrote him a DM on Instagram. Here I am. If you want, let's make a project. And then he answered, and he said, okay.
I just think that's important because that's the nature of hip hop, is the fight for the underdog. You know what I mean? And so often somebody gets to a certain level, everybody wants to either copy what they do or they want to get right next to them. We kind of forget about everything else that's bubbling under the surface. So I think you do a great service to hip hop when you do something like reach out to Vegas 7 and then say, yo, let's put something together, because you can hear what the potential is. And that's a big kind of expectation to have for an artist when you say you think he can get to the Rock Marciano level, that he can get to the Kyle level. You know, you put a lot of faith in that guy. But I mean, I heard this guy's music and he's hella talented, man.
Yeah. Skills-wise. You know this pioneer thing that Rock Marcy did? You will never get this away from him, you know, because he's the pioneer. He was like... he started with all this movement, you know, but skills wise, hey, Vegas 7, he's a monster. He won this bar challenge, you know, this Mickey Fact and Lupe Fiasco bar challenge. You know this bar challenge?
Oh my God!
With 600 competitors, he made the first place, and I didn't knew that.
How many rappers hit your DM every day?
Oh, every day. But most of them, every day. I get every day. And you know what? Most of them, they just write, let's work, you know, and it just, let's work. This is nothing, man. You write, let's work, and I don't know you. If you are JC, you write, let's work. Okay, I know who you are because I know JC. But if I don't know you, you cannot write just let's work. That's bullshit.
Who are your top 5 hip hop producers of all time?
I would say my biggest inspiration is RZA. RZA, because I like how he chopped the samples. He chopped the samples not 100% clear. Maybe he chopped it a little bit like, and this is the flow. You know, I don't like to. It's the same with quantize the drums. You know, if you quantize the drums, it's like
too perfect.
Boom, boom. Yeah, and Jay Dilla, he made like boom, boom, boom. You know, it's not like in time, but this is the flow. And RZA, he's also a producer. He got this flow and not to make it so clear. And clear is whack, man. Even the sound, I don't like clear beats, you know, like everything is it's too digital, it's too clear to me, you know. I need this rawness, this in the beats, you know,
some imperfection. Yeah. Listen, so in real life, when it comes to women, right, you don't want the girl with the BBL or all the work done, right? You want the woman to be natural, you know what I mean? Let the booty sag natural. A little bit.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you can compare it like this, 100%. Yes. And same with the beats. And RZA, he made these beats, and I also like, you know, how, you know, his samples, the samples that he did, and it's dope. It's dope.
Who would you want to? I mean, I know we talked about Rock Marciano, but who else might you want to work with that you haven't really had the opportunity to get with yet?
You know, the project that I started now to work is with Kambata, and Kambata, he's a monster. He's also a lyrical monster. He's incredible, and I can't wait to drop this one, because I think Kambata is the perfect fit, you know, for my beats. This is the I have something in my mind that is not from this world. Believe me. If this album drops with Kambata, everything is over. I have this feeling. I'm honest, man.
That's what the fuck I need to hear. That's what the fuck I need to hear. Yo.
This album with Kambata. Did you hear his 34 bars on Stonefish Venom?
I was that shepherd you heard leading the golden lines. And to my own demise, I seen the Ronin with no disguise. I saw him, then he saw me, it was so divine. His glowing eyes spoke the kind of language words won't describe, impossible to vocalize. I knew it's time, all I heard was swift breeze blowing golden chimes. That's when I wrote this rhyme, hoping for an omen and a crow reply.
Never seen that movie if looks could kill, but the quote applies. Usually this Ronin guy got a master shinobi kind, which coincides with how that fish that resembles a stone survives. If you provoke them before you notice them poking spines, you will be immobilized, brain comatose and fried. In 60 minutes your bones will be decomposed to slime. Spirit floating by like a dead bird in a broken sky.
Yes. Yes, and you know, I got have his name in my questions right here. We was talking about so much other stuff, but that dude snapped on there. Snapped. He crazy, and that ain't the first thing I heard. I done heard quite a few cuts from this guy, and he's one of those guys that's like on that Ka level, where it's like you can't really compare him to anybody.
Kambeta is a good example that to be very different, but dope as fuck, you know, very, very dope. And then,
you have any plans on making it back out to the United States anytime soon?
Yeah, I hope so. I made I produced the Jay Skis album, you know, from Drumwork.
Oh, you produced the whole Jay Skis joint?
Yeah, the whole album. And I hope that we can make good promotion, and maybe they can invite me to promote it. So because he got Drumwork behind him, and
when you doing business with Jay Skis making beats, are you talking to Conway? Are you going through Conway to make this stuff happen?
No. It was with Jay Skis.
Jay Skis.
Right to Jay Skis. Right to Jay Skis. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I was listening to him. I don't know where I was listening to him, and it was very dope what I was listening, and and then I was getting in touch with him, and then I wrote him a DM on IG, and he said, yeah, he know me. He was listening to the Goddess Sat by the Stove. He was listening to the few days before, and he said, yeah, let's do it. So let's do it. And
so this album haven't come out yet?
What, this album? I don't know. I think they will plan for end of the year to release it.
When you do that type of work, it's just you and that artist for the whole album. That's a novel. It's a whole story. You turn in the pages, it all fits together seamlessly. Nothing seems out of place, especially when you look at an album like Long Story Short. Perfect example of that album's like a movie in and of itself. You know what I mean? It was great talking to you. I've been waiting for this interview for a long time, and there haven't been producers really. Wavy the guy was on here, and I think you the second one that's been on here. Shout out to Wavy, and I think that what you bring to the table, the foundation that you put up under these artists, I think is very fucking important. And you done created some masterpieces. So it was my honor to have you on the show. Thank you, Superior, for joining us on the Mike Powers Show.
Thank you so much it was a pleasure, man, because you are one of the greatest, making this podcast, and I was, like begging you, like, hey, when can we make this podcast? Because you was like it was my wish, to make it with you, because I know you are one of the greatest. I need a podcast with my powers.
I might leave that part in there. You touched me when you said that, like, bro. Thank you for saying that about me. That means a lot coming from you, because obviously you one of the top out here doing it. So thank you for saying that.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the invite.
What's poppin'? It's your boy Mike Powers.